Hi, everybody. It's Michael Liberes with Alpha Insider, where we bring you different experts and business leaders who talk about their businesses, give us advice, educate us. And today we bring you back Lenny Komsky from Prix Motors, who is our guru, our authority on car leasing and on repairing your car, because Prix does also own a body shop. Lenny, welcome back.
Thank you, Michael. How are you?
Thanks for your time, Lenny. We are today giving tips on what happens after a car accident. We talked about why it's important to go to an independent shop like yours and not to go to one that is being recommended by an insurance company. And in this session, I want to talk about what is covered by insurance if you get into a car accident. And as a follow-up, we're going to talk about what is considered a total loss. Lenny, the floor is yours.
So what is covered? So first of all, you have to have, not only you have insurance, you have to have a comprehensive insurance, which covers basically everything except for the deductible that you will have on it. Usually, customers have deductibles ranging from $500 to $2,000. On average, it's $1,000. So when you get into a car accident, if it's your fault, then you could go after your insurance company. If it's the other party's fault, you could go after their insurance company. When it's their insurance company, there's no deductible, obviously, because you're using their company to get your money to cover your car. And if it's your company, then obviously it's a deductible that you're liable for. The insurance pretty much covers everything except for the portion of the deductible.
Lenny, what about limits? Are there limits of how much an insurance would cover?
There's no such thing as limits. A limit could only be when the car is getting totaled. So what happens is, at certain points, a car, if it's been in a big accident, could be considered to be a total loss. There not only money percentage where it's a total loss, but also safety percentages. So if the car, for example, had too many airbags popped out, or a car's frame has been hit, they could consider it to be a total because it's a risk for insurance company to give that work out to a shop and to fix the car. And God forbid, again, in another accident or something happens on the road, the insurance is liable because they said that this car is good to go on the road.
That's a good
So
point.
they could total it based on that. Or if there's too much damage and it's over a percentage, approximately 70 to 75% over. So let's say the car's value is $100,000 and they say the damage is $75,000. They don't want to fix this car. Even if it has no problem with safety, they're just going to total it out.
Interesting.
So that's what happens with all the coverages, basically.
So what you're saying is that when somebody brings their car to your shop, you will be able to deal with the insurance companies, claim first with the opposing insurance company of the other party that was involved, and then also, if need be, claim with your own, correct?
So we try to understand what happened, and if the party that came to us is not liable, we will always go after that other company. That's a number one rule. If that looks like it's a 50-50, it's easier to go with your company, and then they decide based on all the facts that presented to them from all sides who's guilty, who's not, and who should be considered to be more liable. So they take care of that situation. And with the adjusters, just to make a point, with the adjusters we deal with and the safety portion of it, we also recommend and say, if there's a problem with safety and we don't want to take this car, we'll say, we don't want to touch this. We see there's issues. Take a look at it thoroughly before we start even considering these jobs.
Excellent. Very good. Looks like you are in good hands.
Yes,
with
Grand Prix.
Exactly. That's your new motto. Lenny, let me ask you, do you have to sometimes get attorneys involved where insurance company doesn't want to pay for property damage, or
so what happens is sometimes the customers that come to us, they already have attorneys, and a lot of the stuff that we do with insurance companies, we have to go through the attorneys because they don't let them speak directly. So that's how we deal with the attorneys.
I see.
From the other side, when they're already using an attorney in their case if they need to.
Okay, understood. Lenny, are there time limits? For example, you had your car accident, you wait a few months,
There's no
You don't
time limits in
report it.
reality. There's no time limit.
Mhm.
As long as you have damage in your car, you could file it half a year later. I actually had a customer that I told him, it's actually a friend of mine. I told him, you have to bring your car in. And he keeps forgetting. He's like, oh, a year passed. Can I still do it? I'm like, of course you can do it. You still had an accident. It's not like you don't have it. So he just brought it in and he filed it. But yeah, you have plenty of time to do it.
But it seems like first of all, I mean, we're not giving here legal advice, but
No.
I think that at some point it could become untimely if it's years, maybe 3 years or more.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I would still
obviously
suggest,
you can't drag it along that long, but listen, but if the accident happened and there's nothing fishy about it, then you do it. I mean, this is your
but Lenny, do you agree that it's better to act sooner than later? Because
100%. You have to take care of all your
friend.
problems right away in anything.
Exactly, yeah.
In anything.
While
Don't
it's
drag
fresh.
anything.
Exactly.
Fresh. That's it. You have
That's
it. You have a
advice.
problem. You do it.
That's a good advice in anything in life.
100%.
Because, for example, your friend, right? You said it took him a year to finally get to you.
Yeah.
Isn't there a chance the insurance company is going to say, "Wait a second, how do we know? Maybe this got banged in because you ran into a
so
fire
he does
hydrant.
have physical. He does have physical damage to his car. Just a tree fell, and the car already has rust on it. That's how long it took him to get in. So I'm like, it didn't bother him, but he needs to get it fixed. So it's his deductible, I believe, is $500. So it makes sense for him to do it because the job is more. So he'll be liable only for $500. But it did happen, and it could be at any time.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know that we have time, but I would still suggest come to Lenny as soon as possible while things are still fresh in your mind, while insurance company cannot claim, oh, this maybe happened from something else post the accident. So I think, like you said, like anything in life, the sooner the better.
That is correct.
Speaking of not delaying, Lenny,
yeah,
we're not going to delay. After this video, we're going to talk about January deals because January is we're half into it.
We're already almost halfway through January. Yeah, let's talk about deals.
But you do still have deals available in car leasing we're talking about now in January. And maybe you have some idea about February. If not, we'll come back again.
We'll talk about a few things.
Deals. So stay tuned. If you're looking to lease a new car, it's very important you stay and you listen and go back to our YouTube channel, our Facebook pages, our Grand Prix YouTube and Facebook, and take a look at frequently asked questions on car leasing and the upcoming and current deals. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.